We have a knife here from CRKT, Confidence in Hand, and it looks like we're going to be checking out the, drum roll please, Walker Blade Lock in black. Okay, so it should be a new variant of the Walker lock from CRKT. Let's take a look. We got paperwork, and then we got the knife. It comes in a plastic wrap. Let's go ahead and take a look. Now, we checked out a counterpart, the satin finish counterpart here recently in the channel. This one is, of course, a new variant, all blacked out, especially if you're into darker blades. You definitely got some choices here with this one. Right, you want to go with the extra tactical black. They got you covered. We have very grippy G10 handles with a very nice sort of milled pattern on them. That looks good. We have a back spacer, recess liners, pocket clip, not the deepest carry, right? Kind of gives you something to sort of pinch and pull out of the pocket. Also not reversible on the other side, something to keep in mind. And they do have a plethora of hardware. For some reason, they do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different body screws on the show side. That's kind of a deliberate choice, I would say. Now, how do we deploy this knife? Well, it is not a front flipper, I can tell you that right now. A very interesting pivot area here and whatnot. It looks really, really interesting. Definitely sparks my curiosity. But the way this one works, you'll notice, right, there's something here in the front that's not on the other side, and that is one thumb stud. Press it on one side and not the other. You actually have to push down on the thumb stud in order to be able to disengage the blade. So it is a one-hand opener. Right? You control the whole thing with one hand. And of course, you could do it with two hands, but that's kind of besides the point. So it's more of like a methodical, right, slow roll. You're not gonna like get a D10 feel and then deploy it, right? That just doesn't work that way. This was more of a, you know, push down and then slowly deploy the blade, and then it locks in place. That thumb stud, right, is under spring tension there, so it's what's gonna help you disengage, and it's what's gonna actually engage the blade. On the lock position, you push it down to be able to close the blade, and then you'll see it re-engage here in the closed position. So kind of gives you a locked blade that you cannot open otherwise, right? I'm trying to open this blade and I am not able to do so unless you specifically push on that thumb stud deployment. So very interesting, right? Not a lot of knives have the ability to sort of lock in a closed position, right? Obviously most knives lock in an open position, duh, right? Obviously, but yeah, this one has a unique feature, right? You're trading a lot. You're trading a D10, you're trading multiple deployment options and some of the usual fun factors of a folding knife for, you know, a little bit of an extra sauce here, something a little bit different. So yeah, locking blade in the closed position, bam, boom. Yeah, once you get the hang of it, it's actually pretty easy to do, very intuitive. Full 4-finger grip here on the handle. I can forward choke a tad bit. There's tons of jimping there as well. We have a beautiful sort of Warney blade here with 14C 28N. The model is 4200K, and again a Walker design. Flat grind with the switch, blacked out. Obviously that's a theme with this one. We have blacked out, you know, body here, liners, pocket clip, hardware, everything. Very utilitarian blade for draw cuts, utility cuts all day. My favorite kind of geometry. I'll take a Warney any day of the week. Reverse grip, that feels good. Friday night gas station fighting grip. That feels nice. Little pull grip action. You can do that as well. You name it, right? They all feel pretty good. Pocket clip. Surprisingly comfortable. I'm going to go 9 out of 10. It actually sits nice and low and close to the handle. Right? It doesn't protrude out like a lot. So that helps. And then this feels like maybe an aluminum backspacer here. I'm not getting any pull from it. I'm only getting pull from the liners right inside, which are recessed, by the way. Want to do a little side-by-side next to two of my other favorite, very quirky CRKT knives. This one is the Daktyl, and this one has a very interesting locking mechanism here. You have to push down, and that way you can open it up. I did an overview video on that one here on the channel, as well as the snap lock from CRKT as well. This one's a very similar fashion, right? Sort of side deployment, sort of knife, very quirky in a way. And these are surprisingly very affordable. I'll have them all linked down below if you guys are interested in checking them out. Obviously, the Blade Walker is going to be a more EDC friendly with a full-blown actual handle, right? Great for everyday tasks, whatever you got going on, opening up Amazon boxes, tearing down cardboard, you name it. And these other two are going to be very fun and exciting for your knife collection. I always get a smile from my friends and colleagues I show them to. Definitely some unique pieces in my collection for sure. So check them out. They're linked down below. There's also the OG version of the Walker here, right? With satin finish internals and I guess blade and obviously liners and pivot area and all that. matching hardware, you name it. So it is available in those two colorways. Definitely worth considering if you like what you see here. We're looking at a 7-inch, maybe just a hair on the 7-inch knife. We have about 3 inches on the blade, 2.75 on the cutting path, and then we have a 4-inch handle. Weight wise, these are going to come in, I want to say around 3.5, you know, because of all the metal and whatnot. Let's see. Actually, a little bit more. 4.1 ounces, 115 grams to be exact. Is there a difference based on color? No. They weigh the exact same thing, so there's that. Let me know your thoughts on the Blade Walker from CRKT. Now rocking a blacked out look here. Link down below if you're interested.